Okay, so all of una wey dey prepare for JAMB or WAEC, gonna pay attention to this one, especially JAMB student wey wan write exam in few days from now. They say if OH, wetin be this OH, wetin stand, wetin represent this particular OH wey you see? Wetin, put am for comment section, wetin be the full meaning of this OH? See am, see wetin mean. OH, e represent hydroxide, na im be this one. Then what of pH? pH, some of una just dey see this pH, you don dey see pH all your life, you no know you no know the full meaning of this particular pH, and you no know wetin e be for. Now basically this pH, and e get the one wey dey call pOH like this. The term, this particular term pH and pOH are basically used, and they use them to carry describe acidity or basicity of solution. You understand? So the full meaning of this pH, it stands for potential. This P particular stands for potential. I know say na the first time they know all these things with this, because they not teach you for the school where you go. But now opportunity to learn now. Don't forget them again. Potential of hydrogen. Potential of hydrogen. Now be the full meaning of this pH. Anytime you see them, but to make them short, instead of to write this potential, we just call them pH in short. You understand? With this particular pH now, it dey measure the concentration of hydrogen. I no get time to write all these things, so you put them down before I solve this question. This one they measure the concentration of hydrogen ion. The concentration of hydrogen ion. You go see this thing where they always write H plus for up like this. This is a hydrogen ion. You understand? In a solution. So this pH scale, the pH scale, before I go talk about this one, make I finish with pH. The pH scale, let's scale, it dey range from 0 to 14. You dey aware of that one? This thing fit come for JAMB. The scale dey range from wetin to wetin, 0 to 14. Take note of am. I just dey give you key points wey be say you no go ever dey forget some of these things even after your exams. Now, when I don tell you this one before, when pH value dey less than 7, we don conclude say this one na acidic. When e dey less than 7, mean if na 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If the pH value e dey less, or maybe use greater, we don't use less, maybe use greater than 7, this one na basic, like na base, or if you call them alkaline. But when this pH na equal to 7, I go do am for this guy too. Let me make I first finish with this one. When it be equal to 7, we conclude say this one na neutral. Then the formula where this pH get, the formula, now finish work for this one at once. Please, this basic will help you. The formula will be this one, now equal to, for this page, the negative log of the hydrogen ion, like this. So these details now, I mean the few things I want just carry enlighten you about this hydrogen ion, about this pH scale, so it will help you, make you not forget. Make we enter the second one, time no day. This pOH. What about this one? This one, then they call am, the full name na potential of hydroxide. That be the full name. Now this particular one, this potential of hydroxide, they measure the concentration of hydroxide ion. Wetin be hydroxide ion? This particular OH wey get minus. This one they call them hydroxide ion. The other ion we see na positive ion. This one we see na negative ion. Positive ion na for acid. Let me make it define acid as a substance which, when dissolved or dissociate in water, produce hydrogen ion as the only positive ion. Based on, they produce hydroxyl ion, hydroxide, I don't know what they call for my mouth, hydroxide ion as the only negative ion. So also this particular guy will be, this particular way they talk about it, they range from 0 to 14. This particular pOH like this, the potential of hydroxide, they range from 0 to 14. But the scale they reverse. Instead of the one way they see where they happen to pH, this one when it less than 7 like this, na basic e be, na base e be. If this guy they greater than 7, or maybe say equal to 7, this one remain neutral. But anytime we say this guy they greater than 7, na be acidic. You see say they play like opposite side for the formula we talk. Then the formula where this guy get, Now pOH equal to negative log OH, just like this. And be the formula we get. I hope you don't dey grab wetin I don dey teach you. No carry this thing play o. Then but now we don't finish everything now. You know say this guy dem get relationship o. Wetin relate this guy pOH and pH? This pH and pOH wetin relate na im be the idea wey I bring, wey be say pH plus pOH equal to 14. This formula e dey come for JAMB well well, no forget am. Dem fit say this one plus this one equal to wetin? The answer na 14. Na the relationship between, so if you know this particular one, if you know the value of this one, if you find this one with this formula, if you know the value of this one, if you find this guy, na so e be. So this particular question now will help us address that one using that formula. So make we run am ASAP. So they say if hydroxide ion is equal to this 1 times 10 to the power of negative 2m. This m here dey stand, e represent molarity. Molarity is just they talk about concentration. Concentration they measure am as mole per dm cube. Shey you know. So they say what is the pH? It's simple, just plug this formula plus pOH equal to 14. Now you know say pOH equal to the formula wey I show you na negative log the one wey carry this guy now OH negative. Now you go use, and they say this OH negative na this value, so you can't get pOH equal, make I dey like this video, man no remove person teeth, log this one wetin you get, wetin be the value, and the value wey there now 1 times 10 to the power of negative 2. You understand? So now when you get this particular, remember say pOH equal to minus log, even though you get 1 times 10 to the power, it's still the same thing. 1 times anything at that same thing to negative 2. You know, say any logarithm wey dem no give you base, automatically dey operate on base 10. No forget that one. This negative 2 will come back, come multiply by this minus. So you can't get pOH equal to minus this minus times this other minus 2. Then get log 10 base 10. And they take am step by step so that nobody go ask me question how I take do this one. Minus times minus na plus, so now 2 remain, times log 10 base 10 na 1. Even log 50 base 50 na 1. Log of the same thing to the same base na 1. So 2 times 1 na 2. I don't finish with this one. So wetin can happen now? Remember that formula now. Say pH. See wetin they find now. They say what is the pH? So formula pH plus pOH equal to 14. Now I don't get the value of this guy, say na 2. So and na pH then say make you find pH now plus that 2 we get as this value equal to 14. So now I make this one the subject formula pH now equal to, you take this one across, 14 minus 2. So pH now equal to 12. I hope say you don't learn. So if you feel say you don't learn for this particular thing, drop for comment section. Make me feel say I explain everything well. I don't come out. I wish you success in your exams.